Hey, everybody, we have a massive announcement here at Talking Shit. We have always said that we are going to do a live show.
Live show.
We are actually really going to do it now. We're going to be in Venice. We decided to keep it in Venice, not at the Rape Cottage, because we don't want all you fucking scoundrels in our house. But we're going to be at a club called Wits End on November 7th. Tickets are going to be on sale on our website, JimandEddieTalkShit.com.
Only 70 tickets, so get your tickets quick.
Yeah, there's going to be like 75 seats. It's a small place, and they're going to go quick. So get on there right now. Buy your tickets. Tickets are there. JimandEddieTalkShit.com. Everyone will be there. The Hour of Power is going to be there. Lilith's going to be there. Roy Boy, Ernie. You're going to get to meet the whole gang. So
we might have some of our favorite guests
yes,
down
we're
there
going
as
to have guests,
well.
secret guests, and the Montourage will be there. Maybe Andy Dick will show up.
I don't know if Andy will be out by then, but hopefully Andy will be there.
And that's November 7th at Wits End in Venice on Lincoln Boulevard.
Hey everybody, this is Jim Jeffries. How you all going? Thank you to everyone who donates to the show. We appreciate. You might notice that we don't have many or any ads on our show for the majority of the time, and that's because you guys keep it running. And it turns out we're not very marketable to the advertising people.
Don't say that.
Yeah,
now
well,
nobody's going to want to advertise with us.
Yeah, but they're all going to want us, and then it's going to be too late.
Yeah, we're not. It's not that we're not marketable. We're discerning. We choose who we want to let advertise.
We did. We never let. What company didn't we let advertise?
We were good. We didn't let that.
The cheating webpage.
Yeah, we said no. Jim and I have ethics.
We morally said.
We did.
That the cheating webpage, which is called
Ashley Madison.
Ashley Madison. Hey, Ashley Madison, suck a dick.
Yeah, we don't want to work with you.
Yeah.
Even though we're plugging you right now by just saying your name, we aren't going to work with you because we don't think it's right that you're breaking up marriages like Jason Hours.
I don't even mind that they're breaking up marriages. I hate how they sort of go, yeah, we're actually helping people.
Yeah.
If you want to have an affair, do it the old way. Get yourself a stand-up career and go on the road.
That hits home. Can we start the show now?
Let's start the show.
Remember Booty Vodka? Remember that guy?
Yeah, we also remembered that we were starting the show, Lindsay.
Two douchebags on a couch. One's an asshole, one's a grouch. And relentless, all their mouths. Jim and Eddie. Talk shit. Jim and Eddie. Talk shit.
You didn't even feed me this time. I don't have to stay here. I'm starving.
You're not Jason.
You can have some meatballs.
Okay.
You just had your fingers all in them.
No, there's frozen ones. I've eaten those
You
ones.
ate them frozen?
Think where those fingers have been.
Oh, God. All right.
We're starting the show.
From now on, when we start the show, I just want to start talking. I don't want to say our names. I think everyone
No, but
knows this.
there's a lot of stuff that you don't understand. People don't know the show, and you got to set up the show. You have to set up. People have listened from like radio, and they're like, "You guys expect that like everybody knows what's going on." New listeners go, "What the fuck's going on?"
I don't think it's that.
Previously on Talking Shit with Jim Jeffries and Eddie Ift.
Do that.
I think this is all good. This is a good start to the show. I think this is show right now.
Oh, it is.
Yeah, I like all this.
Yeah, I don't because no.
Jim shits his pants.
Yeah, see,
Eddie
this
gets
is-
angry.
This is funny. Eddie's trying
Eddie
to.
looks so mad
Jason
right now. Eddie
loses
wants
his
to
home.
start the show professionally.
Eddie Ift is trying to control the situation with Jim Jeffries right now. They know who we are right now.
You always
The
do
names
this,
are given. Jason Hours laughing in the corner, sitting next to Lindsay, whatever the fuck her second name is.
Doesn't matter.
I tell you what though, my brother missed you.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, your brother.
Scott loves you.
Scott's been
Brother
on the
liked me a
show.
bit.
Scott missed you so much. He was like, "When's Lindsay coming back?" Because his favorite
Scott.
bit was when Brian McCarthy went, "Rinzy." My
Rinzy.
brother rings me up and does that Rinzy voice. So you think,
Somebody-
You ring me up and say that.
Somebody sent an email today, scathing email about Brian McCarthy. I've never seen one person say they don't like Brian.
I've had a few people who don't like him.
And
yeah.
today was like every time I can't listen to his episodes; they make me sick.
But I get that, like, when I'm on Opie and Anthony, for the most part, I think the O&A fans like me, but there is a small group that are like, oh, whenever they go, hey, we have Jim on today, oh, fuck, not that guy. You know what I mean? So you're always going to get the haters. There's no use getting upset about it.
Speaking of haters, I went on.
Did we start the show?
Yeah, we
Oh,
did.
Yeah, this is the
I went
show.
on WDV in Pittsburgh this week when I was promoting my shows in Pittsburgh, and I was talking about our listeners and how insane they are and what they did to the Apple sisters. And I'm like, they're fucking crazy. They're animals. Like, they're the kind of people you cross the street when you see them fucking coming. I go there, and I was like, I kept talking about them, and the the hosts of the show thought I was talking about their listeners. And they're like, no, you're talking about your podcast. We love our listeners. We love our listeners.
Oh no, we don't love you people. I like some of you. I gotta say our listeners are funny. I will give them that.
Yeah.
Every time I sell my DVDs now at the show, every time it stops, and I spoke to Eddie. This happens to Eddie as well. Someone gives me $20 for the DVD. And then they tear up a one and give it to me and go, give it to Jason.
Every time.
I have a torn up one in my pocket for you.
Here was the email from Michael Eaton. He wrote, just wanted to say your podcast is easily the best on iTunes. Listen to it all day and work pissing myself. Apart from the ones with Brian McCarthy, which I skip, as I don't really understand who he is, and he genuinely makes me feel sick. I Googled him, and he looks exactly how he sounds.
He does look how he sounds.
Our guest tonight is a good friend of mine, a comedian, one of the funniest guys in the world, Henry Phillips.
Oh, thanks, man.
I love that voice too. Look at that. Yeah, thanks. Henry Phillips is Henry's low key, so you
That's
got to
better.
watch because we're all fucking
Yeah, I
loud
gotta
and
make sure I get into the
obnoxious.
microphone.
Yeah, we're all loud and obnoxious.
Oh, no.
Henry plays guitar and has some of the funniest, like, you know how there's like shit guitar acts and then there's good guitar acts?
Yes.
He's one of the shit ones. But no, he's...
But I'm funny off
no.
stage.
No, he's a
Well,
great...
when I gigged with you, you didn't have your guitar with you.
I know. I was trying something new. It was sort of like a double.
I did that. I went to a gig with a guitar and tried something. It didn't work out.
It was kind of a weird. That was a great week, by the way. I had a blast, but it was like a double booking scenario. So
it was a good club, yeah.
I was demoted. Well, I used to be a headliner, then I was feature, and then I was MC for that week. And I think next time is a guest spot,
not my
5-minute
fault.
guest
I-
spot. No.
Yeah, that was funny when you two called me.
Oh, yeah.
It was like 4 a.m. I get one of those drunk Jim calls.
Yeah.
I'm here with this guy knows you, fucking and the two of you just started talking, and you were both so fucked up. You know what I did?
You hung up on us.
I just hung up.
Oh, is that you that hung up? You know what's
Yeah.
funny? I don't know if you remember, Jim,
No,
but
I
I was
remember you.
obsessed.
Yeah.
Because I was like, no, I was talking to Eddie, and then we got disconnected. Now I feel like an asshole, and I couldn't stop thinking
but
about
you kept
it.
on saying, I think Eddie thinks I'm an asshole. And my answer was like, what have you lost?
Well, it turns out that you hung up on me. Well, because even
But
when
I
I'm
hang up-
drunk, I have etiquette.
I hang up on Jim all the time.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it
And I
must have
just
been
go-
a very boring conversation.
And then I just blame it on Apple or fucking AT&T.
I got to say, Nashville, though, you got to admit, is like a drunk person's paradise. I
Yeah.
mean, there's so many fun bars within stumbling
Did you
distance. of each
go to
other.
that shitty diner downtown where you eat? And they made me deep fried peanut butter and jelly sandwiches.
Damn.
Deep fried, fucking the
That would have been
greatest thing
good.
I've ever.
We should have done some eating.
Yeah,
at
I
some
don't- I
point.
don't know about- I don't
it
know
gets
about
pretty
that.
hazy as the evening goes
Are
on.
they batter dipped?
Yeah,
Oh, that sounds pretty good though,
It's
Jim. Think about it. It's like a Monte Cristo, but peanut butter and jelly
I
style.
love a Monte Cristo.
peanut
remember,
butter jelly man, peanut butter. Jelly.
What is it now with deep fried stuff, though? It's not enough that it's deep fried. They got to drizzle chocolate and then put powdered sugar on it. Like, isn't it enough that it's deep fried?
It's never enough.
Well, somebody's trying to kill the American people, and I think they're doing it that way.
See, this is my new theory on the Muslims, right, with the terrorism, that the whole thing is, right, they've won. Because now at the airport, you're taking your shoes off. I'm not shaving. I can't have my toiletries. I'm basically a Muslim.
Yeah. They also, it's, I don't understand the Muslims, like their whole idea of they want to like exterminate us and like take over and win. They're going to win by population because they fuck a lot more than us and have more kids.
Yeah.
That they're just eventually
Well, that
gonna take
happens when
over.
you're allowed to marry a few birds at once.
Yeah. So stop killing us. Stop blowing up buildings. Just keep fucking. You'll win.
Yeah, let us all get diabetes, eh?
Yeah, we're going to kill ourselves.
Although that baklava is full of sugar. Love a bit of baklava.
Yeah, like Ronald McDonald's worse than Osama. He'll kill us all.
Oh yeah.
I like Ronald McDonald. They're trying to take him away, aren't they?
They should. He's so fucking creepy.
Why?
I used to have nightmares about him as a kid.
I love Grimace. It's such a weird.
Do you know, this is the weird thing about Grimace. Grimace was
bad
originally
guy.
a bad
Yeah.
guy, and then everyone liked him so much. He used to hang out with the burglar, right? The Hamburglar. Used to be Hamburger and the Grimace.
Oh, man.
And then everyone was like, nah, I like Grimace. And they moved Grimace over. Grimace is just a purple butt plug.
Jason looks kind of like Grimace.
Yeah, Jason, you could definitely play Grimace.
Thanks, man.
Let's get a little bit into your relationship with Twitcher.
Twitchy.
Ah,
Now that you weigh less
We
than
have a
him.
guest here. Your voice is very soothing, by the way.
Oh, thank you.
Could give me a little more.
Henry, would you rather bang?
Who would you bang, Lalit
Or Chris?
or Lindsay? And
with Lalit.
and everyone has to answer, and we all have to give our reasons.
Okay.
Starting with Machete.
Machete just drank his beer. We want to hear your answer.
Pass the microphone.
He went,
Yeah.
Lindsay.
It's a tough call, really. I got to be honest. It's a close one. I would go Lalit though. She's she's a little fitter than Lindsay. Not like that matters for me.
Fuck off, Ernie.
What's going on?
I saw you this one time at Costco.
That's right.
Fucking dick.
Yeah. He was buying his food in bulk.
Didn't blow him, yeah. Didn't blow him in aisle 3, my bad.
He gets cans of beans that you could fit over your head.
All right. Now let's go to Jesse.
Jesse?
Jesse, I met your mom.
Look at how the girls are trying to win. Lalit just goes, I met your mom. Like that.
I would. I'm not. Are you Jewish, Lindsay?
No, and I don't like to be touched.
Yeah, exactly. I think you just answered my question for me.
Lalit.
Yeah.
I can lose this one.
Two
I'm all right with
times.
that.
Ray, you're next. Roy
No,
boy.
none of these
Roy
people
boy.
know me here.
It's all done on visuals, Lindsay.
Oh.
Roy boy.
She's thinner, and she made out with another
Stop
You got
fucking selling
you've
yourself
got,
short,
You've
Lindsay.
got bigger tits.
chick. I do. You just see me complaining a lot?
I like a
you'll-
girl with a tits and an ass,
and
Lindsay.
you'll suck a cock and swallow because you need food.
What? Did you just say you hear me complaining a lot? Who the fuck is this guy? I barely fucking said anything. I like your shirt, though.
Thank you.
Okay.
Wrong,
Ray,
wrong choice.
watch the microphone too. Get up.
Jesse
get
gets
up, get up.
attacked every time he participates in the show. Have you noticed that?
This is Roy Boy, the intern coordinator.
Excellent. Good
And
introduction.
who would you fuck, Lalit or
Lilith's
Crest?
more my style, yes.
Yeah, why?
She just is. I like, my main thing is small waists. It's
Yeah.
like what-
Fuck off. This is a size 2. What do you want me to stop fucking eating?
all right.
I'm wearing
I'm
a
not-
26 waist.
My turn. My turn. It's up to me.
Fuck.
Ray's girlfriend. No, okay. To me, this is a toughie, right? And it is a very tough equation too. I prefer Lindsay's body because I like a bit of tits and ass going on, and I think Lindsay, you have a
Size 3.
smashing body. Lalit, you'd have a bad body.
You'd have to smash
I
Lindsay's
think-
head, though.
I think I would rather fuck Lalit because I know that she's old chokey, right? And like, but then there's the upside of Lindsay where like I like to think that I'm raping a girl and that would be more authentic because it would be closer to actual rape.
I'd be
with
saying
Lindsay.
no.
But I'm going to say I masturbate to Lindsay.
Thank you.
I'd like to fuck Lalit.
Because you
Very
wouldn't
sweet.
want your dick in Lindsay.
No, of course not.
I'm gonna say that
never do.
I would like to fuck
Oof.
Lalit
Thank you.
while Lindsay's watching and she has to keep eye contact the entire time.
With you?
Yeah, while I fuck Lalit.
And Lalit couldn't keep eye contact because her head's in a bag.
No, it's not. I've hit it so hard with a shovel you can't even put it in a bag.
It's that old Roger
All right.
Dangerfield.
And-
She's a two-bag girl. You wear one on your head, one on hers, in case your one falls off.
Henry Phillips, our guest. You don't know
Okay,
them
well,
both
I'm
well?
at a little bit of a disadvantage because I literally just walked in
Well,
20
Henry,
minutes
listen,
ago.
your voice
so
is very soothing.
okay.
And I just want you to know that mine can be too.
Her
So,
tongue can
yeah, I would say. I mean, this
Again,
if
don't
it
like
were going to
being
happen right at the moment, I guess Lindsay and I had a little bit of a talk out there.
We did.
If you walk into the brothel and they're in a lineup,
Yeah, and you just
they're
have
not
to- Okay, well-
you're in the bunny ranch. You're in the bunny ranch. These two rock up.
There you go. You got Lalit, Machete, and
There's a good chance Lilit's in the brothel.
well, Lalit, we haven't even been introduced, so you're a perfect stranger.
But she's way hotter, we all know.
No, but I wasn't even
Pick
going to
her,
say
just
that.
Pick her, okay? Leave her alone.
No, but I was going to say I would go with the,
Welcome back, Lindsay. Welcome
back.
I would go with the perfect complete stranger because it's easier.
Why not?
that
Yeah,
way.
of course. Everyone else has.
But that's only. But if had we
Yeah,
not
it's totally
met,
cool. I did the whole soothe voice thing. Whatever. Fuck off.
okay.
All right. That's
Oh,
good.
wait,
Did you-
Farside, did you ever think you'd have two women pleading for you to fuck them?
That's not the first time it's happened before.
Okay, I'd like to hear an argument first from Lalit, why, and then Lindsay, and then Farside's answer.
Farside, I was here when you got named.
true.
I've seen.
That's why I should fuck my mum.
And I would, Jim. I think we have a connection. We have pictures together.
We do.
It's almost like we're dating. We've talked about fucking on Twitter,
times.
but it was like more in that internet cyber realm.
I'm an internet player. It's it's wonderful. I've met girls on chat roulette, talked to them on Skype, then fucked them in person. It's happened 3 times.
Wow.
That's as many times as Jason's fucked.
It's
Dude, I see Jason and Farside going out together trying to pick up chicks.
Oh, I thought you meant like fucking Jason. Yeah, I'd do that. Sure, why not? He's a nice guy. No.
And my vagina tastes kind of funny, just like you.
Oh, thank you.
Lily, that just made me never get a boner for the next 3
Wait,
weeks.
what kind of funny though? Is it like a...
No,
It's like a haha.
wait. Questions can happen after they've both
I'm
given
sorry.
their
It's not
argument.
the Q&A time yet, guys. Have
Okay.
you ever been to a press conference?
Ringy,
I have to plead my case.
you have to plead your
To him, look at him.
big rusty vagina case.
Listen, it doesn't taste like rust. Sugar. We've shared some moments. I'm going to be honest. I've just met you, but I felt a connection. I think you're very funny. I saw your vagina. It was very realistic. Yeah. And I like your glasses. I probably wouldn't fuck you in real life, but this would probably be your only chance to
would,
fictionally
Farside.
fuck me.
All right. Any questions you want to ask, Farside?
Honestly, no. The imaginary sex is on the
Yeah,
table.
it's on the table.
Honestly, Lindsay, I'm gonna go totally honest. You're totally my type, body wise. I'm.
But
with Jim
where's the
on that.
butt?
She has the same type as body as you.
Size 3, everybody. Size 3. But.
But you have a boyfriend. You have a boyfriend, and if
Oh, whatever.
no, if the option was on the table, yes, in a second. I don't know who
That's
he
a
is.
fucking cop-out.
Anonymity. No. Can
But-
we just do a threesome and like get over it?
No,
my
You
boyfriend?
got to choose, and you got to make one of the other girls feel bad about herself.
Well,
Just pick Lily. Just pick her.
This is
no, Lindsay. I'm sticking with my choice, Lindsay.
Here we go,
it.
baby.
And-
I got one.
And why?
I'm gonna
why?
fuck him, and I'm gonna fuck him hard.
Why not? You had me as well. You had me as well.
Oh, I got 2.
And,
Thank you.
and why not Lily?
That's later. I can't have sex with both of them after each.
Jim goes, you had me too. No, Jim, your answer was, I'm going to fuck both of you.
There was rape and
He said he was gonna make love to me. That's what I heard. I don't know what he said actually.
Yeah, I don't know. I'd jerk up to you, I'd fuck you, yeah. But I prefer your body, but your body's still very nice. But it's nothing.
I think I'd fuck Lily while talking to Lindsay.
Oh, that's nice. Thank you, Eddie. That's sweet.
Telling you how I hate you.
Thank you. I appreciate your support.
All right, here's the answer.
Ernie, fuck off. I can't get over this. We're friends.
Lindsay, plead your case to Jason.
Plead my case to Jason. Please don't pick me.
This is a contest that neither girl wants to win.
There is no winner here, Jason. Just don't pick me.
Late.
Jason, you and I don't know. I feel like we have
Made out,
mentally
didn't
fucked
you?
each other a lot. So
Yeah.
you fucked me mentally a lot.
You have
so.
fucked them mentally.
Jason, honestly, have you jerked off to either one of these girls?
Both of us.
Oh yeah, both of them probably. Come on.
I've done that.
I'm your
Come on.
And Jason.
So have I.
Jason, I'm
Who
your
hasn't?
hero.
Had to.
I really
okay.
have. I really have wanked off to both of you.
I really have to.
Oh my god. Oh.
And Henry's going.
Ernie,
I really
have you
will.
jerked off to either one of these two?
Okay, so what's your answer, Jason?
Far side.
No,
I'm in love with him too. I've come over.
We don't want a
One
funny
of the
answer.
two, one of
we
the
want a
two.
real answer with reasons.
All right.
Ooh.
I like boobs.
Right?
No. Mine are
We
fake.
know you have them.
Yeah. And that's why you've got friends.
I actually have a lot of nipple hair. I'm gonna go there right now.
You like
A lot of nipple
boobs. There's
hair.
a lot
I
of them
don't-
in the room.
I have a lot
Farside's
of
got
pubes.
two.
I haven't
Ernie's
trimmed
got
them
two.
in a long time.
No, I mean I take Lindsay.
No, damn it.
Oh, he's trying to hurt Lily.
Yeah.
He's trying to hurt
Yeah,
Lily.
someone's just done the reverse
I
psychology.
mean,
No. No. No.
Is this because Lindsay's? Yeah, like.
All right, here we're gonna
No, well, Lindsay lost weight, and I saw her. I was like, "Hey,
All right, hold on. We're gonna do this for real. Ooh, that's creepy, Lindsay. He's locked onto you. Lily, you go up and get in Jim's room naked. Lindsay, you get in my room naked. We're gonna send Jason up. He gets.
yeah, you know what? I kind kind of like it here.
Yeah, I don't.
Stay here.
Sometimes your stunts, Eddie, are too elaborate.
There's a cat in there with a gas plate.
I just made up a little game called "Which one do we want to fuck?" And your one's you get naked and I'll get a vodka bottle and then we'll put it anyway.
Yeah, I've got to say, I'm really upset over two things. One, Ernie, how could you? What? I know you.
What does that mean?
Also, Henrik, we shared a moment. I
know, but
complimented your
it's
voice
more of
being
my
so
thing because it's like
sensual.
it's easier to perform if it's a complete stranger.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
It's a road comic thing. I guess.
Well, congratulations, Elite. Fuck it. Come on.
I wrote. No, there's no winner here. There's no winner. No, there's no winner. If there was
Lindsay,
if there was a hot girl in the room, there'd be a winner here.
Lindsay, look at the men that just said they wanted to fuck her.
Exactly.
That's
Ew.
nothing. Yeah, you don't really want that. Look at this group. Look at this gangbang. This is not Lilith's dream gangbang.
I like how you said it's like a complete stranger.
Oh, Jason, those photos.
Farside, what are you doing?
I'm showing her what she's getting ready for.
There's a picture of Jason right now in the leotard from his MFA fight. Oh, that's you in a bathing suit. I get to fuck that, huh? Wow. All right.
I actually, a friend of mine in Britain was looking through the photos, and because I lived most of my adult life in the UK, and then they're going, I was just chatting to him. He goes, how's America going? Oh, America's going great. And then he's clicking through my photos. He goes, looks like you got a great set of friends there. And I looked at that picture of you with your little fucking gnarly cock in that wrestling outfit and Farside dressed in a bikini and me and Eddie in matching t-shirts, and I went, my life has gone to shit.
You guys aren't the friends I ever thought I was going to have.
No, not nearly as attractive.
It was never in the plan. It absolutely fell apart, and I feel like I'm stuck with you.
Yeah, didn't you go to like a nice school?
I went
Aren't
to
you
good
prep
schools,
Isn't
like
it?
good parents.
You should have handsome friends. Mustangs.
There becomes a weird bit when
Hot
you
wives.
can't get cool friends, where you can't get cool hip friends, and then you get to this stage in life where all your friends are fat and ugly, and you sort of go, yeah, I like people for what's an inside. You don't mean it. You don't mean it, but you try to
You just
make
have
it.
to.
You justify that you're a good person.
No, when
these are the people I've settled
when
for.
I meet like Michael Thalen, our buddy that's the producer, he's good looking. He drives a Porsche. He's got a company and everything. And I hang out with him, and I'm like, you're just too. You got it all going on. I gotta go find Jason.
Train wrecks are way more entertaining.
It's
What,
like
then getting to the station?
there's a bar that I used to. There's a diner that I used to go to when I was like 20 with all my buddies, and there'd be a bar that we would always pass with the ugliest, oldest fucking people in there, and we would always have a thing where it's like, all right, if you guys ever see me getting drunk in there, just shoot me in the back. And now I go back to that diner, and I'm always like, man, that looks like a fun fucking place to hang out. And I'm just literally not going in there because I'm
Just
afraid I'm
fear
going
for
to run
your
into
life,
one of those
yeah.
guys. But yeah, it's sort of like you start justifying hanging out with those that element for some reason.
I remember being in nightclubs when I was 18, because we can do that in Australia. I remember being 18 in a nightclub, looking at like a 26-year-old guy and thinking, what's this fucking loser doing?
Yeah.
And I've gotten drunk in nightclubs now at 34, and I think people must think I'm the biggest cock in the world.
Speaking of being the biggest cock in the world, you have this thing now where you get fucked up and you don't tell me about it because you think I'm like your father, and you hide your drinking from me.
I'll tell you why, Eddie, because you're very judgmental.
I'm not judgmental. I don't give a fuck.
Jason?
Am I judgmental? Have I ever got mad at you getting fucked up?
Yep.
Yeah.
You don't let him drink.
I
in
got
front of
really
the
drunk
dogs.
and ornery and crazy. And
You do
you
it.
had me on the grill for 2 weeks for that.
You
drunken
were
episode.
yelling, "I'm the golden goose of your
I
podcast."
felt like shit after that, though. I
Because-
felt terrible. and I
Because
was-
you were yelling at him because he was drunk.
Yeah, I felt terrible about that. And you,
What?
you-
I
you-
don't ever get drunk.
Yeah, you do sometimes.
Yeah, exactly.
I've been pretty. I've broken.
We usually get drunk and with strangers.
I
and get crazy.
do. I have started
So does
drinking.
he, and I hear the stories. I'm like 2 weeks behind Jim at every comedy club, and there's like a path of destruction that I hear, and they all tell me.
No,
wait.
no,
I'll tell the
no.
story. They always go like this. I'm not supposed to tell you this.
I do. I say, don't tell Eddie because you are. You're very judgmental of me.
Can I tell the Pittsburgh story now?
I don't know.
I was just in Pittsburgh this weekend, and they told me.
These stories are well exaggerated, by the way.
Oh, I get ones like, Atlanta. I was in Atlanta a month ago, and they're like, "Oh, Jim, fucking the first show, he was drunk on stage. He had his nutsack
I was
out.
not drunk.
You took your nuts out on stage, Jim?
No,
I was
he walked
not-
into the audience and took his nuts out.
That's funny. I don't know what you. I'm a comedian.
You've been hanging with Bobby Lee.
I'm a comedian.
But I like
That
how
was-
you object to the drunk part.
No, the thing is, because I've worked very hard at not getting as drunk as I used to be drunk on stage for every gig. For 10 years, I was drunk at every gig I performed at. And now, a handful of time in the last 6 months, I've been drunk on stage. And I was sober for 8 months. And now I pretty much will drink about once every fortnight. And there has to be, all the moons have to align and so. When we were together, I think I got drunk once.
One night
out of the thing.
Which was
and the
fantastic.
Other nights,
you were in great behavior.
and the other nights, I was completely sober. But see, the thing is, because I went sober, now that I get drunk one night, Eddie, the fucking Mr. MMA, take my shirt off in a bar type drunk, right, gets angry at me, so I don't tell him.
I don't get angry. I don't give a fuck.
Can I ask a practical question? How do you pull your nuts out? And I know there's a way to do it without pulling your cock out.
It's easy.
No, I shouldn't have asked.
And my eyes are closed
Oh, okay.
starting
All
now.
No?
No more.
Can I open up? Mom?
I wouldn't open your mouth.
Wait, so Atlanta, he goes to Atlanta. Jim goes to Atlanta, and I've got some friends down there that party pretty hard. And Jim goes, I'm going to Atlanta. I don't want to see your friends. They're going to get me in trouble.
I told him not to because I was trying to stay sober, and you sent him along.
So I call the guys, and I go, hey, Jim's trying to stay sober. Can you just leave, take him to, baseball games and fucking the zoo?
Those guys are animals.
So the first night, Jim's not even with them. He's fucked up on stage.
I met Larry David in a bar. It was an exciting night.
And then,
That's awesome.
and then, so then he said, I said, how was Atlanta? He goes, I just got fucked up that night, and then I just slept the rest of the week. I do my gigs, I slept. So I'm down there 2 weeks later, and I go, yeah, they're telling me all these stories, and I go, this all happened in one night? And they go, well, no, it happened every night, but Jim told us to tell you.
No, that's a lie. I only saw them one night.
Really?
Yep, I only saw them one night. That's a lie. I saw them on the final night. That's a lie.
Okay, now here's the Pittsburgh story. They said that
See, these things are exaggerated. I have these exaggerated.
I had the worst one yet of late. I know.
What?
Jim,
I kept that
you
quiet
can
for you.
you can tell him. It's okay.
I don't want to tell it.
All right.
What's happening here? I'm so lost.
Jason got drunk with some friends of mine, and then I lost him, and I stumbled home, and they rang up, they're going, you have to come back and get this friend that you brought along. He's rolling around in a puddle in the street.
Oh, that's what the sisters, and the dad who's gave him a card, and now he thinks he's going to score music.
Yeah,
or something.
the dad was out here because he was nominated for an Emmy for best soundtrack to a TV show. And Jason went, you got to hear my music. And then Jason's vomiting in the street next to me going, he wants to hear my music.
That's not the story you told me.
Well, I did vomit.
Okay, well, you left that out.
He was rolling around. No, the puddle wasn't from rain. It was a
vomit.
puddle of his vomit.
No. It was drainage in the street.
You know what?
I went down. It was rancid, dude.
This
it was
is funny
awful.
because
It was home.
He told me this story today very differently. He had said what an amazing
Well,
evening
we
he
had a good night. I didn't tell you how it ended.
Listen, this was the punchline was this. He said, Lindsay, this guy, he gave me a shot. And then he pulled out and showed me his card. And
No,
said
he
he did
he-
music stuff.
He
and
did.
then,
He did buy Jason about 12 shots. The
Yeah,
two of
he
them
got me-
became best
Jason,
friends.
Yeah,
Jason,
we got
and
along
where
great.
You didn't say you got drunk and threw
where
up.
were my dogs at this point?
This wasn't when I
You
was
weren't watching my dogs?
No. This is.
But did he make a good impression on the
you-
dad?
they were
Yeah,
boring.
he did in
He
the
said that the
beginning.
dad
The
liked
dad
him.
I
liked
had a
him
great
in the
night all
beginning.
night, and then I ended it with going face first doing a swan dive in a puddle.
All right. Well, I was in Pittsburgh this weekend, and you did call me the one night and say that you got pulled over for drunk walking.
You know about every incident where I've been drinking.
Yeah, so you always you're like, oh, I don't drink, and then he goes, hide the cop.
No, this is it.
He
This is
called.
it.
Wait, let me tell because you were drunk, and then the next day you
This
were
is
like,
so
I don't know what
gay.
you're talking about. You called me fucked up, and you go, the cops just pulled me over for walking, and I go, what? They go, where are you going? And he goes, I'm going down here, and they go, you're too drunk to walk, and he goes, I want to see your badges.
No, I remember what happened that night. That's probably what I told you. But what actually happened was that was the night that we got drunk.
We did Devlin's gig.
We did Devlin's gig, and it all got out of hand. And I walked back here, and then the guy said, "You're not going to your car. You're not going to drive." I said, "I'm just walking." And they go, "But you're too drunk for a walk." And I just went, "Oh, come on! I just live over there." And he goes, "You sure you can make it back there?" And I said, in a posh English voice, I go, are you going to arrest me? Like it was going to be the most, I was literally 5 and they went, well, we're not going to. And I went, I just walked off.
Oh.
And then Pittsburgh, they told me they took you to an after-hours club.
Yes, they did, yes.
And you wanted to fight everyone.
No.
I go, not Jim. Jim doesn't fight
No,
anyone.
I've never gotten into a fight. I've never gotten into a physical fight. I'll tell you what happened there. You tell that your story, but I'll tell you what actually happened.
And then...
Because I know how comedy club waitresses, all of a sudden this happened, that happened. It's just fucking Chinese whispers.
Well, because, that's all amazing stories to them. And it's just sort of like, oh, yeah, no, that was... Yeah.
Because I walked into the bar to get my tequila, and the waitress is like, you live with Jim Jeffries? I go, yeah. She goes, I had to drive him home from the after hours club after he started a whole bunch of fights, and I drive him home and he was in the back seat of my car in the fetal position. And he kept going, fucking Eddie. His podcast would have no listeners if it wasn't for me.
No, that never.
Jesus. Why would I make that up?
Why would I say that to a random person?
How would she know we had a podcast?
Well, if she knew, because she knows you now because you're there and the advertising on the posters does the podcast with Jim Jeffries and you reference it on stage. So now she's doing it back. Why would I tell a random stranger that? Other comics I mention that to all the time.
Were you in the fetal position in the backseat of her car?
I don't believe so, no.
Okay.
No, that didn't happen. I'll tell you what did happen that night.
All right.
There was. I almost dropped the N-word in public for the first time in my life. Very close. We were in an after-hours bar, and I was getting a bit leery, and there was like 12 people there, and I said, I'll get everyone a shot, because 8 of them were like staff from the comedy club. So I said, I'll buy everyone a shot, right? And then this table, there was this table there, and there was 3 black guys, and one of them goes, I'll take a shot from you, you privileged white motherfucker. And I did that. You don't know me. You don't know where I've come from. And that's where the fight happened. And I just got dragged up with the staff and went home.
Was this at the...
So I'm being honest. I don't come out of that story smelling like fucking roses, but that's what actually happened.
You told a story about the Hard Rock in Florida. Do you remember that one? It was like a guy who...
This is like Jim Jeffries, This Is Your
like
Life.
Or the girl that he was trying to hit
Oh,
on.
yeah. This is... this story wasn't... I did nothing in this one. As I said, I've only had
Which
one...
I can vouch for, because that night you were a total gentleman. We were both pretty sloppy.
Yeah. I've never gotten into a fight in a bar. I've only been punched in the head once as an adult, and it's on the internet. Only time I've been punched. And I was in a bar.
You got your head bashed against a wall too.
That was I had that that was after a gig as well. But I was walking out of the gig sober for that one. Both times I've been hit, I've been completely sober. So anyway. I go into this bar, and this girl, because the bar was over the road from the gig, I wasn't even drinking at this stage. I just walked into the bar and I was hanging out. And then this girl goes, oh my God, Jim Jeffries. She goes, oh, yeah, I have to get you a shot. You have to do a shot with me. So I went, all right, man, I'll do this shot. Thanks. Give her a kiss on the cheek. She walked off. Nothing's going to happen again. Then this guy comes up and he just goes, so you're a comedian, are you? And he goes, do they pay you to be a comedian? I said, oh, yeah, it's my job, right? And he goes, so why the fuck are you letting young girls buy you drinks then? Can't you afford your own fucking drink? And I was like just bemused going, well, should I buy her? Does she want a drink? I'm like, would it help if I return the thing? And then he pushed me onto the ground, and then all the fans and stuff that were at the gig came and tackled him, and then a big hoo-ha, and then I got drunk after that.
Was she underage or something, or was this her boyfriend?
Oh, I don't.
It was a guy who was just jealous that there was a pretty girl behind
It wasn't a boyfriend. He was in that group. He'd obviously spent a lot of time and money on this girl. Working on it. She comes back, talks about it. He's angry. Bang, you're on the ground.
I know that guy. I'm in Hong Kong. You know that area of Hong Kong where it's all hookers.
Hong Kong.
Yeah, and we're in this. It's all hookers. It's all hookers, and we're in this bar, this karaoke bar, and I'm up singing some song and kind of like fucking with everyone. And some dude who's like the guy who like dates the girls, you know, that he's a British expat that is living there, that has decided to move to Hong Kong, and he's their savior.
Yeah.
And he comes up to me off stage and he goes, who the fuck do you think you are, fucking making fun of everyone in here? You exploiting all these people? Because I think I was singing in an Asian accent or something. And I go, exploiting. You moved here from Britain because you couldn't fuck a British girl, and you moved here because
Their standards are very high.
You have yellow fever, and you're fucking paying these girls to have sex with you. Who's exploiting you, fuck? And so it like broke out in this like fucking Hong Kong bar brawl where we had like chairs are breaking and shit, and we go out the windows and
you know how we say yellow fever. Do you think Asian women have a name for like
vanilla
white guys?
Vanilla fever.
I don't know.
Well, what is it? I was just saying. I was just talking to Winces at the Improv. You know Winces?
I don't remember these people. I was drunk.
At the Improv in Melrose?
Once every fortnight.
The Pittsburgh Improv. And
I am seriously. It's like once every now and again. I used to be drunk all the
Last
time.
time I knew you had quit because you were shitting blood.
Yeah, but that's all better now. My liver's better.
Was it just a hemorrhoid?
No. I had
Fissure.
problems.
Wait, let me get this. So I'm talking to Winces, and I was talking about how white people have a lot of names for black people, but black people don't have any good names or good. Like they make fun of us, but not well. Like honky and cracker is not offensive.
And white.
And yeah, it's like it doesn't get. They
We
need
get
better
it.
shit. But like because I was in Atlanta,
Wealthy.
I'm in Atlanta, and I'm sitting
successful.
I'm sitting with these two black comedians.
Good at puzzles.
And I go, hey.
Jason's in this category?
I go, hey.
I'm good at puzzles.
Snappy dresses.
To these black comedians, I go, hey, do you know when we call you guys, you know how we call you guys Canadians behind your backs?
Literate.
That's about black people, right?
If you listen to the story.
Yeah.
So I go, you know how we call you Canadians behind your back? And the guy goes, what? And I go, yeah, you know, white people call black people as like a code word Canadian. You all, and he goes, the fuck do you guys do?
You told him?
I know. I feel like I revealed.
That's the best joke ever.
I felt
there's
like
a bunch of Canadians in here.
I felt like I revealed it, and now I've like let out all the white. Now
I'm
I've
not
let down the
racist, actually. I
white
don't know why I said
people.
that.
And
Yeah.
now you've let it out on a
Well, see,
grand
that
scale.
sucks, 'cause
There
I'm gonna
was
get my
like
ass
one.
kicked.
Yeah, so
I'm going to be like, yeah, there were
Good
some
cover,
Canadians
though.
at my show, and then I'm going to be getting the shit kicked out
but
of me
my
by
point
a
was,
black-
I was like, do you guys have a code word for us? And he's like, I got one for you, motherfucker. And I was like, no, I'm
That's
just
not
saying,
code though, is it?
I'm going.
That's
this
pretty
is,
much out in the
Blatant
open.
anger.
This is what we. And then because the one guy at the Improv, what's his name for? What did he call black people?
I don't want to tell this. Why are you putting it on me?
Don't
I don't.
say it.
You didn't say it.
The guy at the Improv calls them Mondays.
I'm friends with a black dude that's
Want to know
named Monday.
why? Because no one likes Mondays.
Oh.
I actually know a black dude named
I didn't
Monday.
say that.
That edit can
You know a
start
black guy
anywhere.
called
Yeah,
Monday?
He's a
You can
professional
edit that
pianist. He
wherever
comes
you
in the
like.
fruit gallery.
Start,
His name is
finish,
Monday.
whatever.
Hang on. There's a couple of lies here. You know a black guy that can play the piano?
Really?
No. He's blind. He's Bray said
You
he's
want, like-
blind.
What?
That-
What?
You know, like the token character on South Park?
Yeah.
He can play every instrument, right? Because
Anyway,
that's
I was
a cartoon,
There was a joke.
Jason.
Carry on. You know a black guy called Monday.
his name is Monday, yeah.
There are people that fly in cartoons too.
It's real.
Boy, this just
There's
got
not
really
many.
uncomfortable.
There's not many black superheroes though, is there?
Not enough.
There's
Marvel's got a few.
Shaft.
There's Mandingo.
But I find they make them all slightly too 70s Afro-y with thunderbolts and all that. I want like a cool looking black superhero.
Jason, can you get your guitar?
Yeah, I want to hear more of Henry's
My
voice.
guitar?
It's so
Yeah, because we
soothing.
got Henry here.
Oh,
He's like the
thanks.
fucking musical specialist, and he can teach you how to be funny on guitar.
Well, your guitar's here. Your acoustic.
I can't play it though.
I got mine.
I
here.
can
We
play
could
it,
pass
but
back
it's
and
a
forth if
shit
you
box.
want.
Henry's got a guitar. Woo!
Yours, the intonation on yours is really rough.
Oh,
Jason, it's
Thanks,
not a
Jason.
competition.
No, I'm just saying it's
Henry,
not. If we
you're-
want to play together or something, it's
Henry,
gonna be.
Eddie-
Henry's a professional entertainer.
Jason, it's not a competition. Just be the winner.
I'm not.
Okay?
I'm not
Or
competing.
you're fucking out of here.
Henry's a professional entertainer.
I have a Takamine.
Should someone hold the mic for Henry?
I love Takamine.
All right. Well, we could.
Who was that bitch
should we
in
do?
Pittsburgh that said I was doing that?
I want my mic back because I want to hit on you as
Yeah,
you
that
sing.
started
Your
a real
voice
thing.
is just so
I
soothing.
never did any.
Oh, that sounds nice.
Now, Jason writes songs for our show all the time.
Oh, I know. Yeah, the theme song, man. That's a great song.
He's serious. Jason just looked at him like, I don't believe he really meant
No,
that.
it really is good. It's good.
Jason's like insult in 5, 4, 3.
You're fat.
Can you?
Right
I
on
can,
time.
I
Give-
can
give-
accompany the background if you guys want to tell drunk stories, and we'll have a little bit. Should I do a song? You want to hear a song?
Yeah, I wanna
All
hear it.
right, I gotta think of what would be a good song to do.
Jim and I get upset over the fact that Jason can never play the songs we want to hear ever. He says he can play everything because he's like a super,
Jason can't play any song by request, and he says he can.
yeah, but he never does. But he writes songs for us, and they are funny. But I figured with Henry they can get better.
Oh, okay, comedy songs. Yeah.
Henry, sing us a song. Sing us a song.
Well, most of my songs.
Sing us a song of the
started
Piano
out
Man.
as serious songs that I used to write when I was like trying to be a real singer-songwriter. Well, okay, I want to go do this one. This is one of the first ones that I ever wrote, and it started as a song that I wrote for a girl that I was in love with, and it was so stupid. It's like so sappy, and so a couple years later, I got more jaded and wrote these new lyrics to it. She never was abused when she was younger, and her father never up and ran away. And even though her family gave her all the love she needs, somehow she's a bitch anyway. Me, I tried to be her fucking hero. I said I love you 2,000 times a day. I showered her with presents bought from the finest shops in town. But somehow she's a bitch anyway. And then when I tell her my funny little stories, she'd say, well, I guess you had to be there. I played her my favorite new song. She said it sucks. And when the evening news shows homeless people, she says it's their own damn fault. And then she hits me up for $50. Somehow she's a bitch anyway. She's a fun. And then if I'm ever on the radio, I leave a little bit of a break here. And I don't know if it's legal to do this or not, but then I go, can bitch anyway. Do you think that? I mean, what do you think? Thanks.
It's like we've met before.
No, he
I
actually
wrote that for you right after we met in the. No.
he's actually obviously met Jason's wife.
That's good,
Well,
man. I like it.
Jason, have you ever written a song about your wife?
Yeah, did you ever write her a love song or anything?
Yeah.
She might have stayed.
we'll see.
Could you get your guitar and we'd like to hear it?
No.
I would love to hear a love song that you wrote to your wife.
Please, Jason, please.
It's all Jim wants right
Please.
now.
You're going to make Jim feel better. Come on.
It's all
I
Jim
can't.
wants.
No, I mean, like, I'll play it for you sometime.
We'd like to hear it now.
Now's not.
It's the show.
good.
It's really important. Get the
No,
guitar.
it's.
Get the guitar.
No.
Get the guitar.
Why? What's wrong with it?
What's wrong, Jason?
Everything.
Well, I'd have to drop either one of these all the way down into like a C, a drop C.
You have to change more than one string. I'll drop
all,
this to a D. if you
all of
want.
them. I have to drop all of them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, hum it to him. He'll probably
What
be
if
able to play
you?
it.
How much do you drop it? Like 4
I
frets?
put it
5
into
frets?
similar to a parlor pipe tuning,
Oh, okay.
like with
You guys
a
can
it's
jump in
a
at any point.
CG with a D
He
top.
plays
No
the
one's gonna drop
guitar
it that
very
much.
similar to bagpipe.
Well,
Yeah, no, that's that. If you play with, I got that from jamming with a piper actually.
but
Yes,
so
you
it's not.
did.
It's not.
Parlor pipes, the ones that you use a bilge under your
Or,
that
as,
style.
or as you call it, armpit.
Just
Yeah.
as long as it's not that you don't want to do this.
No,
song,
no,
'cause
I
you think
really
it's,
like it'd be real. Like I don't even know if it's
Are there lyrics?
It's a love
yeah.
song.
Can we-
What's
can
the
we
song?
hear
I can do it a cappella. No.
Yes, yeah.
Acapella, give me the beat. I'll be
Do it
your
a
metronome.
cappella.
Come on, do it a cappella.
Oh god.
Come on, Jason.
Give me a little beat.
That's not gonna work.
I'll be happy if you just give us the lyrics.
All right, I'll be like, born unwanted, always daunted, outside the pack, never happy with himself, but he hoped for love or something like that.
What about if we make it a
Hope
rap?
for something true, right? And then it's like some music, and then Her verse goes, rows of corn and
she sings it along
silent screams.
Whoa, let's go over these lyrics one at a time. Because we're never going to get the whole gist
Never
of the song.
daunted.
So let's start with the first verse.
Born unwanted,
Born unwanted.
always daunted.
So that was about her?
That's
No, it's
Jason.
about me. Outside the pack, never happy with himself, but he hoped for love.
Now this is...
He hoped for something true. And then the second verse,
we haven't gone over that verse yet.
Don't get nervous.
So why were you born unwanted?
because when my father found out that my
Enough
mother
out of
was
you. Speak when you're
pregnant,
spoken to.
no, the family didn't want me.
What do you mean they didn't want
Well, he tried twice to abort me.
Abortions are expensive,
you? Yeah,
Jim.
and they tried that when he was 18.
And then the family just was like, not really, because I looked like him. They didn't want anything to do with me. So
You look like him?
So
I
you
looked
were
like my
always
biological
daunted.
father. Yeah.
He must have had a
So
good
you were
head of
always
hair.
daunted.
He had no. It actually comes from your
Oh,
mother's.
I thought you were talking about
side.
Dylan McCabe.
Your mother's father is where the gene comes from
I know.
for hair loss.
My grandfather was bald on that side.
Was your midget mother bald?
No,
Oh.
All right,
No.
so why'd you go string of corn or whatever?
no, rows of corn.
What does that mean?
That's where she's from. She's from Indiana. Silent screams, escaping this may have been your only dream, but you fell in love with this lowly soul.
And then changed.
And then it goes, I went to the woods.
When you say silent screams, is that you holding your hand over her
No,
mouth
she was
while you're raping
she
her?
was abused actually
That makes it less funny.
by her
I don't know
family.
if she wants people to know that.
Yeah, well, you wanted me to talk about the song.
By the way,
There you go.
What I liked about it, she was abused by her family, and then it all got better when she married Jason.
Yeah.
well, and like in my song, I'm saying that she never was abused, but she's a bitch. So maybe like if people are abused, then that makes them a nicer person.
Yeah.
She was my best friend forever, dude. So I mean,
Not
it's just,
forever.
Well, for a long time. For a really long time.
This is how we heal.
This is how we heal. We talk about
How
it.
we heal.
But my favorite part is the bridge part. It's like,
Could Henry maybe play
I
some music and
went
you sing
to
it?
the.
What's the bridge?
Could he sing? Could he play some and you sing it?
I'm very envious of people who can play guitars.
I could drop it in a D and maybe pull it off, but it's like hard to do.
What's the bridge?
What's your song about the guy with the guitar, Henry? Don't
Oh
you-
yeah. The guitar pill.
yeah.
Yeah.
Play that
Do a
one.
little bit of that. Okay. So this is a song. I gave guitar lessons for the longest time, and a little bit of it might be visual, but I don't know. Song goes out to anybody who's ever tried to play the guitar before, or knows somebody who tries to play the guitar and they practice. It always comes out. Well.
We know a guy like that. Don't
Me,
we?
I can't play guitar.
Yeah, but don't we know?
You bought a guitar once.
Drunk.
Did you buy it drunk?
Yeah.
Don't you wish they had a pill that you could just take, where you could just instantly be one of those dudes who could kick ass on the fucking guitar? Just like Eddie Van Halen or Stevie Ray Vaughan. You wouldn't have to practice all fucking time. You just take one of these pills and you could play like that, dude, for like an hour. Like, let's say you're just at a party and it's late at night. You want to impress some hot girl at the party. Or maybe later on in the relationship, you had to impress her parents because they didn't think you had any of the redeeming qualities. And they thought you drank too much. And just overall, they thought you were just kind of one of those creepy douchebag dudes. You wouldn't have to worry about all the years of paying dues and suffering for your art. And by suffering, like, you know, just playing in fucking smoky bars and getting ripped off by the club owners. Instead, you just shoot right at the big time, have 20,000 girls throwing their tits or throwing their underwear at you and flashing their tits. Or taking off their tits and throwing them at you or whatever the fuck they do at these places. And you wouldn't have to worry about all the shit that goes along with trying to get that fucking good. And then at some point, I'd take a pill, which I just did for anybody there listening. Go. And then I'm like, oh.
It's all gonna come together.
All right, that's working a little bit. All right, there we go. All right. And then I say, yeah, I sell these pills for $10 a piece after the
I'll buy one for Jason.
Yes. reverb after. Wouldn't that be fucking great? If they bill like that, wouldn't that be neat? But they fucking don't. Thanks.
Nice job.
Didn't I leave you one time at the bar with Jason and he talked guitar with you for like 4 hours?
At the improv, you mean? Yeah, I think. Yeah, we talked about that. I do remember that, man.
I thought I remembered you from somewhere.
Yeah.
I felt so bad for you, Henry.
I used to.
Was it a bad conversation?
No, it wasn't a bad conversation.
never
But
had a
it brings
good
up a sensitive.
But he didn't remember you. So
When
it
I
wasn't that
started,
I
doing
was
the road
fatter.
doesn't
in
matter.
like '99 or so, I used to open for Stanhope all the time, and then after the shows, like I would overhear conversations going on with him trying to hook up, a girl, because he would talk about, anal sex or whatever, and the girl would be like, "I'd let you fuck me in the ass," and he's like, "Well, let's fucking do it. I'm right around the corner." And then I'd always be talking to some dude who's like, "Dude, how'd you do that one chord? The one where it's like, I'm just going.
Aren't you
"This
happy?
Sucks."
Aren't you happy it wasn't exactly the same conversation that Doug was having?
Yeah, I guess. I was
I'll
pretty
let you fuck me up the ass.
Yeah, with a nerdy guitar dude, and that happened as well.
Yeah,
But,
I saw it. He was at the bar and we started talking, and then I introduced him to Jason, and I turned away for a second. I looked back and it was one of those, oh no, I feel so bad right now. And I know Jason was, you were going in on all the, and he came back to me. Jason's like, that dude, he can play. I'm like, you haven't seen him play.
No, just by the way he talked, I
this
could
is
tell
the
he could
guy.
play. No, you can
Tell
tell.
me this story.
Jason's like, I met a man that could play.
Yeah, just by the way he talked about guitar, I knew he knew what he was talking
that's all
about.
I wanted to do when I've been playing since I was 8, and I tried so hard, just like.
You never
played
wanted to
in
be a
bands.
comedian?
Oh man. Well, the thing is, I did eventually. I mean, I was always a comedy fan, but I was a little too shy to get up there and just tell jokes. So, but yeah, at some point, I just started putting fucked up lyrics to the songs or whatever, and that was just like, oh, this is cool. I can write songs and also, try to be funny, and so. And here I am making hundreds of dollars and a year.
It's all working
which
out.
is exciting.
It's all working
Sounds like a
out.
dream.
Yeah, it really is.
At least he has a job, Lindsay.
We gotta come up with a song, and everybody's gotta have like a different. We'll do it like a gay improv game, something they would play at UCB.
All right, so we're doing improv. You know what I like about this? This just proves that improv people out there, you're not that talented. that comics can just fucking do it, but we choose not to because we don't improvise stuff. We work on it. We make it good.
Because we're selfish and we like to be on stage alone. What could the subject matter be? Our mushroom trip that we're gonna take.
No, we'll do that when we're on mushroom.
I have a sing-along AIDS song.
All right, how about disease? Everyone can pick a disease.
Yeah. Everybody pick your disease that you're gonna talk about. Farside, you got a disease.
Syphilis.
Okay. Lindsay.
I don't know much about it.
My disease is going to be what rhymes?
Thrush.
Herpes. What rhymes with herpes?
But
Slurpees. Yes, I have herpes.
Okay. Why did you?
I mean, as it on the show. in real life.
Okay, Jason.
I'm taking cancer.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
I was gonna go with non-Hodgkin's lymphoma, but
Well, you can have that one.
I think I'm gonna have to probably be AIDS.
Yeah, you can be AIDS.
I can have non-Hodgkin's lymphoma.
Everyone's trying to work out their thing. Lindsay's working really hard in her head right now. I haven't even
Totally
started.
trying to
No,
match this
you
crap.
just gotta-
But I already said my good rhyme out loud.
This mightn't go
Don't
as
worry,
good as
I'm
the other
surprised.
song
Yeah,
because
it's,
once I got my put him down riff, I was off and running.
No, I'm not gonna take AIDS because you already have an AIDS song, so you can add it in and look like the.
Yeah,
pro.
should I start
What are you
with
doing?
that
You
and then
can't
maybe we can?
research
Yeah,
your
I think
fucking-
we can do that.
Maybe we can.
It makes you drippy.
I know mine.
You're crazy.
Mine's gonna be Ebola. I'm gonna pick one that's really hard to rhyme with. What rhymes with Ebola?
Coca-Cola.
E. coli.
E. coli.
That tennis player, what's her last name? The blonde one?
Some that people haven't chosen:
Maria
chlamydia,
Cornucopia?
non-gonococcal
Maria
urethritis,
I can't believe you pronounced that well.
What's the second one?
non-gonococcal urethritis. Here, let's Google that.
Non-gonococcal urethritis. Is that like?
My buddy has a great story about having some kind of spot on his dick or something like that, and then he went to the doctor's office and saw this really cute girl who was behind the desk, and then he went back to the room, the waiting room, and then she came in and she's like, "What are you here for?" And he's like, and he didn't want to have to say, but he's like, "I have some kind of a spot or something on my penis, like a pustule or something. And she's like, no, what are you in 4B for? You're supposed to be in the room next door. And he's like, so he didn't even have to tell her all that shit. He could have still asked her out.
What am I here for? Enlarged cock disorder.
Yeah.
Non-Hodgkin's.
Jason, he's going to start the song, and then we're all going to
trying
chime
to.
He was thinking out loud.
It's what you always do, though.
Well, maybe I'll start by doing my actual song.
Yeah, and then start, and
It's a country song, and it's kind of a sing-along. So, and then we'll all go around and do our respective verses. So mine is just simply, and it was based on, in my neighborhood, there's for a long time there was a billboard that had a picture of a beautiful girl on it, and it just had a caption that said, "I got drunk, I had sex, and I caught AIDS." And immediately I was like, oh, this is some big hit single from some new, Britney Spears or one of these things. And but it turned out no, it was a public service announcement. So I was like, oh, cool. That means there's not a song called that. And so that's what this song is. Well, I got drunk and I had sex and I caught AIDS. I got drunk and I had sex and I caught AIDS. I got drunk and I had sex and I caught AIDS. And I got drunk and I had sex and I caught AIDS and I got drunk. Okay, and then this is just the second verse. This is when I had a couple of drinks and I started messing around with different ideas. I caught sex and I had drunk and I caught AIDS. I had AIDS and I caught sex and I got drunk. I drunk AIDS and I got caught and I had sex. Drunk AIDS, sex, had caught, got AIDS. AIDS I caught. All right, and then this is where I have everybody sing along with me. I got AIDS. I had drunk. I got sex and I got AIDS.
I got AIDS.
I got drunk.
I got drunk.
AIDS and I got drunk and I had sex. Had caught, got AIDS. Drunk AIDS, sex and I got AIDS.
And some sex.
I gave
AIDS with some sex.
AIDS
I caught. All right.
I ate some AIDS.
Eddie,
Eddie, sing a verse of your song.
Eddie, come on.
I got drunk. I Googled my name and I have AIDS.
What was your disease?
Oh,
It was Ebola. Maria Sherman.
I got drunk. I went to Africa. I got Ebola and drank a Coca-Cola. I got drunk on Coca-Cola. Got Ebola.
All right.
Come on, Jim.
I got to do cancer. Cigarettes are a lot of fun to smoke.
Yes, they are.
So smoke 'em up and don't give a fuck. But you think you're looking really like it's the answer. But now you're dying from fucking cancer.
nice.
I went to 7-Eleven to get some grape Slurpees. The attendant was really hot and he gave me herpes. Yeah, the attendant was really hot and he gave me herpes.
Jason.
Say it one more time.
It wasn't worth those motherfucking grape Slurpees.
Slurpee.
All right.
I don't know much about cancer, but I got an acute, more specific kind to talk about. Non-Hodgkin's lymphoma is the best. It attacks your immune system and it's really fast.
That'll catch on as a drinking song. Non-Hodgkin's.
Lymphoma. The good one.
Oh, did Farside have one?
Yeah, Farside.
Far side. I went to a bar and met a woman. She went far down my pants. It felt great for a minute. Then I felt something kind of itching. Wasn't sure
what it was, but because I'm too promiscuous, I got stupid gay fucking syphilis.
Syphilis.
I got drunk. I got AIDS. I got syphilis. I got cancer.
Everybody say their own
Charlotte.
disease.
We're all gonna die someday.
Gonorrhea, syphilis, herpes, Ebola, fucking Hodgkin's lymphoma.
Last verse. I'm not sure why no one advertises on the show. I don't know what we're doing wrong right now.
Thank
We
you.
have AIDS, syphilis, cancer, and a bit of Ebola.
What about herpes?
Herpes. She's only going to rhyme it with Slurpees.
We got a listener who donated $250, Matthew Barber. Hope you don't have AIDS, cancer, syphilis, Ebola, non-lymphoma, Hodgkin's, whatever. But we have one listener with cancer. She's gonna die.
Hello, Charlotte.
Charlotte.
Hi,
hello
Charlotte.
again.
Why don't we have
Can't wait to meet you.
So nice to hear from you, Shar.
You can see me at Harris Casino in Reno, October 19th to 23rd. The Box in Olympia, Washington, October 27th. The Underground in Seattle, Washington, October 28th and 29th. And my Australia tickets are on sale November 21st to 26th. alist.com.au.
The only show I've got to sell is
Sing it,
Vancouver, British Columbia, if that is such a place. I'll be in Sydney, Melbourne, Adelaide, they're A's. I had sex with Eddie's sister and it went a little bit south. Eddie's looking at me like he wants to punch me in the mouth.
Woo!
We've got AIDS, cancer, syphilis, gonorrhea, Ebola, and some other disease that Jason has from Duke.
Henry, do you have any plugs? Because me and Jason will just be in Venice.
I'll be at the Acme Comedy Club in Minneapolis.
Where can they find you on Twitter? And
my Twitter handle is called Henlips. It's the first 3 letters of my first name and the last 4 letters of my last name. And by the way, I have a series of cooking videos on the YouTube called Henry's Kitchen.
Yeah!
thank you, everybody, for
Brilliant.
listening to the Self-Indulgent Show. You've been great. Go to our website, JimandEddieTalkShit.com. Thank you one more time for Henry Phillips, Lindsay for coming back, Lalit, Jesse, everyone, Ray Boy, Roy Boy, Ernie, as always, Far Side. And once again, from I'm Eddie Ifton, Jim Jeffries is here. Thank you. Good night. Go fuck yourself.